The moment you walk through your front door, you're already making the one mistake that sends your cat running. You think they're ignoring you on purpose. Here's the catch: they're not. Welcome back to Known by Cats. Subscribe before you go, because trust with a new cat doesn't come from time alone. It's built on purpose, one move at a time. Today, 10 simple ways to build trust with your new cat. The exact steps, no guesswork. Stick around for number 3. It's one of the fastest ways to earn your cat's trust. Don't miss number 6, the trust-building move most owners do completely backwards. And stay for number 10. It's not really a tip, it's the moment that actually matters. Number 1, give them one room first. You bring your new cat home, you open the carrier, 3 seconds later they're gone, wedged under the bed, and they don't come out for 2 days. You start to panic a little. Maybe something's wrong. Maybe they hate the house or hate you. So you do what feels right. You coax them out, carry them room to room, show them everything at once. That's the mistake. Here's the thing. Researchers at Ohio State's Indoor Pet Initiative, led by Dr. Tony Buffington, found the biggest trigger for a new cat's stress is sensory overload. Too much new information in a space that doesn't smell like them anywhere yet. Your cat reads safe almost entirely through scent. Hiding isn't rejection, it's a survival strategy. So give them one room: food, water, litter box, a hiding spot, door closed. Let your cat soak that space in their own scent before they ever see the rest of the house. Once they've claimed that room, the real test starts. Will they come to you, or will you have to earn it? Number 2, let them make the first move. You crouch down, hand out, a soft kitty, kitty, kitty. Your new cat backs straight into the wall. Your instinct says close the gap, scoop them up, force the contact, speed this along. Here's the catch. That instinct is exactly backwards. Dr. Lauren Finker at Nottingham Trent University helped build something called the CAT protocol, basically a structured test for measuring how cats react to human touch. The result that mattered: when the human let the cat decide whether and when to make contact, hissing and swatting dropped sharply. Trust isn't given, it's negotiated, entirely on your cat's terms. So don't reach, don't chase. Sit down, look away, and let your cat close the distance, even if that takes a week. And once they do look at you, watch closely. You might be missing a signal that's right in front of you. Number 3, the slow blink. Your cat is staring at you from across the room, then slowly their eyes close. You probably read that as sleepy, or bored, or just cat being a cat. Here's what changes everything. Dr. Tasmin Humphrey and Dr. Karen McComb at the University of Sussex tested this directly. Cats blinked back more when their owner blinked first, and approached strangers more often if the stranger slow blinked, instead of staring. A slow blink is the opposite of a predator's stare. It's your cat saying, "I'm not a threat, and neither are you." So next time they look at you, soften your face, blink slowly, then look away. 2 seconds, that's the whole sentence. But here's the thing almost every owner gets backwards without realizing it. Number 4, stop staring and reaching for their face. You lean down for the classic hello, straight eye contact, hand reaching right for the top of their head, and they flinch or back away. This is the default greeting almost everyone gives a cat, a dog, even a baby. Direct eyes, face-forward approach, hand straight at the head. Here's the catch. To your cat, that's not a greeting at all. Zoologist John Bradshaw at the Bristol University studies how cats read sensory cues. His research shows unbroken eye contact and a face-forward approach is exactly what a predator looks like to a cat. You're not being cold, you're speaking the wrong dialect. Approach from the side, not head-on. Offer your hand low and let them come to it. Once they actually do come to you, what happens next is where it gets interesting. Number 5. Let them rub on you first. Your cat walks up, rubs their cheek against your leg, then your hand, then your leg again. You think, oh, they like me. True, but it undersells what's actually happening. Here's the catch. Cats carry scent glands around their cheeks and the base of their tail. Bradshaw calls this cheek rub bunting, which just means deliberate scent marking, something a cat only does to things and people they consider theirs. This isn't affection, it's a claim. So let them initiate it. Don't pet first, let the rub happen on their terms. That's how you know you've actually been claimed. Now, if rubbing is how they bond physically, here's how they bond instinctively.
Number 6. Play like a predator, not a toy dispenser. You dangle a toy in front of your cat and wiggle it around. They just stare at it, unimpressed. You conclude they're just not that playful or too anxious to play yet. Here's the catch. The toy isn't the problem. The motion is. Dr. Michael Delgado has studied predatory play in cats, meaning play that follows a real hunt, stalk, chase, pounce, catch. That full sequence will engage your cat far more than random waving, and it stellarly lowers stress and clingy, attention-seeking behavior. Skipping straight to the catch is like handing your cat a movie's ending with no story. Move the toy like prey, away from them, pausing, darting, and always let them catch it at the end. But play only works if the rest of their world feels steady, which brings us to something almost everyone overlooks. Number 7. Predictability is affection. Your cat gets treats, toys, attention, and weeks in they're still tense. You assume the fix is more affection, more treats, more attempts to bond. Here's what changes everything. Dr. Tony Buffington's research at Ohio State found an unpredictable home, random feeding times, sudden changes, no fixed routine, drives chronic stress in cats more than a lack of attention ever does. Your cat's nervous system isn't asking if you love them enough, it's asking if it can predict what happens next. So keep the same feeding time, same routine. Cut the surprises, especially in the first few months, which leads to one of the most misunderstood behaviors of all, the disappearing act. Number 8. Let them hide without guilt. Your cat vanishes under the bed for hours at a time, and you start taking it personally. You read it as, they still don't trust me, and try to fix it by pulling them out for forced affection. Here's the catch. That makes it worse. Veterinary behaviorist Dr. Sharon Crowell Davis at the University of Georgia has long pointed to hiding as a normal coping behavior, a self-regulating reset, not a failed bond. It's not a verdict on you. It's not rejection. Don't drag them out. Leave food and water nearby, and let your cat set the clock. And while we're talking about what calms a nervous system down, your voice is doing more work than you think. Number 9. Lower and slower voice. You greet your new cat with an excited, high-pitched, "Hi, who's a good kitty?" and they flinch and bolt. You assume enthusiasm reads as friendly, the same way it does to a dog or a baby. Here's the catch. It doesn't. Dr. Atsuko Saito at the University of Tokyo found cats are highly attuned to the pitch of a human voice. They pick out calm, familiar tones from sharp, unfamiliar ones almost instantly. Your tone isn't decoration on your words. To your cat, it is the message. Greet them low, slow, and soft, especially in those first few weeks. And that brings us to the one almost everyone gets backwards. It's the one I'd actually stay for. Number 10. Trust is built in the boring, tiny moments. What does it actually look like the day your cat finally trusts you? You're picturing the dramatic moment, the lap cuddle, the photo-worthy snuggle, the movie moment you've been waiting for. Here's what changes everything. That's not how it happens. It's smaller than that, and you'll miss it if you're waiting for the big one. It's the ordinary morning they pick the spot next to you over the windowsill. It's the first time they fall asleep belly up, a few feet away, completely unguarded. It's the day they stop watching the door when you walk through it. None of that makes a highlight reel. All of it is the relationship. Stop keeping score, waiting for the big moment. Watch the small ones instead. They're not a preview of trust, they are the trust. And that's the one mistake that undoes everything else on this list. Measuring trust by the moment you'd post, instead of the moment your cat finally stopped watching the door. So tell me, what was it for your cat, the first real sign of trust? A slow blink, falling asleep near you for the first time, something so small you almost missed it. I read every comment, so don't just say cute story. Tell me what it was and when it happened. And if you know someone who just adopted a cat, convinced it hates them, send them this. Their cat doesn't hate them, it just doesn't trust them yet. That's fixable. Known by cats, decoding the feline universe. I'll see you in the next one.